I had a female in her 50s come in not too long ago who's been dealing with thyroid issues for as long as she can remember. She had a hysterectomy when she was in her 40s. Now she's starting to go through menopause and she's been dealing with weight gain and hot flashes. And so she went to her doctor. Her doctor, upped her thyroid medication. They put her on Wegovy. Every time she comes off of it, she starts to balloon her weight back up. And she really is just looking for a strategy to help get her health back, help with some of the weight gain, and help figure out what's actually going on within her body. Now, when it comes to weight gain, there's a lot of different things that can play a role in that. In females, specifically as they start going through menopause, a lot of times this issue is related to a drop in estrogen. That same drop in estrogen can also impact bone density and cardiovascular health, which is why females, as they go through menopause, have such a rise in cardiovascular issues and a rise in osteoporosis and osteopenia. Now, unfortunately, in her case, she's never been tested for her hormones. No one has any idea where they are, although she had a bad cycle for a long time and she ended up with a hysterectomy. So hormones are something that's really important to take a look at. Looking at her thyroid health is really important as well, given that she's been on a thyroid medication for 20 plus years. So we ended up running labs. What we came back and saw when labs came back in was when we looked at her thyroid looked okay. She had antibodies though, which indicates that there's an immune system issue going on, not just a thyroid issue, which is why she's had to continue taking higher and higher doses of the levothyroxine over the years. She also had a very high reverse T3 level, which indicates that levothyroxine that she's taking, which is T4, is actually getting converted into reverse T3 and inactivated due to stress, inflammation, infections, something else going on within the body. And the thyroid is not the primary concern, even though that's what's being medicated. When we looked at her hormones, they were extremely low. This is why no matter what she does and whenever she comes off the Wegovy, her weight comes back up, is because her estrogen levels are so low, her body's hanging on to all that fat tissue as a way to try to produce estrogen as much as possible. In this case, we've got to work on establishing and restoring those normal healthy estrogen levels. We've got to try to figure out what's going on with that thyroid, with the stress response that's taking place there. We also saw very high ferritin levels, which again indicates some sort of inflammation process, some sort of infection, something else going on within the body. Now, these test results didn't give us all the answers, but it gave us a really good understanding of what's kind of going on and how the body's responding. So if she wants to lose weight, if she wants to get healthy, again, we've got to make sure that we can work on supporting all these processes instead of just continuing to take these medications that mask the symptoms and don't actually fix what's going on underneath.